Okay, let's continue on this video. Last time I talked about ways to keep the 10 out of 10 attitude and keep the attitude of it's not a big deal. Today I'm going to continue on that. And I've been thinking about this stuff all the time. So, today I'm going to go over a couple points. To not have a big attitude and be a 10 out of 10, you have to be happy what you have. Proper mindset, a mindset. Humility, and be humble. Self-control, and Micheal. Those four things I'm going to go over today. Well, the first step in being happy, 10 out of 10, or to not have a big deal attitude type of guy, is you have to be happy at what you have. You have to be happy at what you accomplished. Don't forget about all the positive stuff you have done in life. So a lot of times in life, that's a test. It'll test you, and it will say you're a failure when you fail at something. But if you just focus on the past achievements, you control that, you did it. Because a lot of times you do stuff in life you just cannot control. You can't control it. So you have to come with an attitude of like this. Your goal is to throw that product on the market. That's the goal. You achieve that goal by throwing the product out in the market. Now you have to see what happens. Because you can't control if it goes or not. There's no control over that. And you can't predict the market. It's very hard to predict it. So you need to come with this attitude after you throw it out or you apply for this job. You threw the application out to go for that job you always wanted. You have to just to wait there and see. It's like, man, the stuff I did before, but it's not a big deal if I don't get it. It's not a big deal if it fails. Do it again. You have to have that attitude. It's not a big deal if I don't get it. It's not a big deal if I get it. It's not a big deal. But still, you're 10 out of 10 because all the accomplishments you did. So you have to have that type of mindset. The second thing, humility. This is very important also. Because if you think about it, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, who's better? Well, if you've been listening to this video, both LeBron James and Michael Jordan, if you think about a big old list of basketball players who are at least average to extreme, those are the only two players that I know of. Maybe Kobe, maybe, that can check all the boxes. Let's say you put Shaquille O'Neal in there. He was dominant also. But here's the thing with Shaquille O'Neal. He could not shoot a free throw. But that's the difference when I'm talking about humility. It's both Michael Jordan and LeBron James found something, and most likely somebody who knows what they're talking about found something in their game. And they had coaches that know what they're talking about when you get into the NBA. You know what they're talking about. Guide them in a way that made them the way they are. For example, Michael Jordan had a coach that helped prevent injuries. Believe it or not, there was a coach there. Somebody helped him do that. So you have to have somebody in the corner that knows what they're doing to guide you along the way. Because a lot of times when you try to do it yourself, you're blinded. But these guys have to know what they're talking about, though. And a lot of the guys on YouTube do not know what they're talking about. They're just sitting in there sucking your money. So you have to have the humility to recognize that there is something that I need to improve. For example, Michael Jordan, in the early 90s, early 80s, in the 80s, I guess, when he just started, the team team's plans was to block him because he couldn't go left in the beginning. He couldn't go left. He wasn't very good left at his left side, which is when you think about it, NBA. But he wasn't good at that. Somebody pointed that out to him. Then what did he do? In the last video, he put in the work and he developed that side. So when you guard LeBron James, you have the same problem. But when you guard LeBron James and Michael Jordan, what I say to you, good luck. They're going to score, no matter how good you are. So that's what I'm talking about. Is LeBron James and Michael Jordan, which one's better? No, like I said, they're a GOAT. Here's the word, they're a GOAT. Not the GOAT, but they're a GOAT. Because the times were different. But like I said, they marked out all the boxes. And that's what you want to focus on yourself. Is marking out all the boxes in what you do. And work on those weaknesses. If you can. So that's humility. You have to recognize what your holes are and work on it. And what you're going to end up being is the best of the best, anyways. But again, it's not a big deal. The third thing is self-control. Yes, self-control. Very important also. Because if you don't have self-control, look at Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's in the trouble that he is because he's lacking that self-control. He is flocking himself towards women that has more red flags than a Chinese parade. A lot of men do that. Problem is, there's a lot of women that have red flags, more red flags than a Chinese parade. There's a lot of women that have that. That's what the problem is. But with women, one thing I know about them, women love soap operas. They love to have that stuff that they can't have. They after stuff that they can't have. That's generally the way women are. Like married women. So what you want to stay away from are these, especially with women, these two type of women. Married women and minors. Because they both can get you in trouble. I mean, even, let's say, talking about minors. Even if she's under 18, she's 17, you can still get in trouble for that. And it's still a 10-year sentence because you're in the sex offender list, which could be life. They're life sentences. So it's what I'm telling you, you have to have that self-control. You can't go for that. It's prohibited. There's no. If you go after somebody's wife, you can get on the sex offender list too because of Me Too's. False accusations. That's how they happen. That's why Andrew Tate's in the situation he is right now. I don't think Andrew Tate did any of that. He didn't do all of what they're saying. He probably didn't do that. But look at Andrew Tate. You don't want to believe about Andrew Tate? July Williamson, Kobe Bryant, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, all were Me Too'd. They'll do that. Women will do that. So that's what I'm saying. You have to have the self-control to stay away from women with more red flags than the Chinese parade if you want to excel in something. Now, if you just want women, okay. Go for the women with red flags. Because they're more with women with red flags that I know of than they're not. So self-control is the second one. The third one. The proper mindset. Oh wait. The fourth one. Okay. Fourth one, Micheal. What I'm talking about Micheal here is this. When I was talking about going to college, let's say you're going to the University of Wisconsin. You want to go to this college right here. But you don't have enough money. What you would do is you would look up the course that they have. And what would you do is you study the course using YouTube videos, books. Save money that way. And put in applications you've been to college. You've been to Wisconsin or anywhere college. but you're doing it on your own terms. You're making your own college. You're making your own way. And MGTOW can help you with that. MGTOW can set up stories on that you're making your own way. But you're still putting the work in like you're going to school, but you're just making your own school. So you're making your own steps in life. That's what I'm talking about MGTOW in this sense. Or in marketing campaigns, like you're throwing stuff on the market is always MGTOW. Going up to people trying to sell something is always MGTOW. So in this sense, MGTOW can very help you a lot. So this will help you, and I'll think of other videos in the future on this topic. But here's another food that I have actually looked up that will help you, give you this not a big deal attitude, and you always 10 out of 10. Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate can help give you that.